Hello there and welcome back to the channel. Ryan Nordahl here, Epic Whitetail Habitat LLC. If you're new to the channel or you haven't yet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell notification, that way every time I upload a new video, you get that notification right away. And hey, check out our Etsy store. I'll leave a link in the description below for some of the swag and merchandise that we offer. Also, any of the tools or products you see me using in these videos, you can always find links in the description below as well. So you want to check that out. But today, we're out here on client property in Kentucky Hill Country, and I want to talk about the ultimate box blind, tower blind setup. We are in the beginning of February here, so things aren't what they should be right now. So what you see here is going to look like it's totally exposed, which it is right now. It's just reality of the time of year that we're in. Plus, we just moved this stand in here, but I want to talk about the access to this tower blind. This one right here. This isn't a plug for the brand or anything like that, but I want to talk about the access into this stand. In hill country, like here in Kentucky, like back home in Wisconsin, if you have hill country with, a lot of top destination food sources and stuff like this setup is, it's going to be an ultimate rifle season setup, hunting this food into late season, late bow season in December, into the beginning part of January. This client can come up this hollow that's right here. He comes in the back door, the blind right up in. We have that surrounded by miscanthus, that blind. There are no deer, if they're in this plot when the client gets here, none of these deer are going to know that he's in there unless he's making a bunch of racket. They're not going to know when he leaves either, because he can, that miscanthus is going to get right up around those windows. That's a 10-foot tower. So about another 3 feet, miscanthus is going to get up that high. It's going to be totally secluded. Get it in there. It's going to be the major tool that the client cannot skimp on is miscanthus grass around the bottom, around the base of that blind. And he can extend it out a little bit. That way when he starts popping up the hill here into the blind, into the back door, he's totally hidden. Now, there is a bedding location on another point that goes out to the east, to the north and east. Understand that. But it's such a deep bottom in that draw. He's going to be totally concealed coming in and out of there. Plus, if he comes in the morning during Kentucky rifle season, comes up into this stand, those deer are going to be supposedly going to be out in these food plot areas. He isn't going to have a worry in the world. Plus, that draw, that hollow, is going to contain his scent way down in there. Plus, I think the draw is deep enough. There's kind of a little drainage in there. That drainage is deep enough that it's going to screen his access as well. When he starts getting up on this side hill, it's full of bush honeysuckle. So for those of you opposed to bush honeysuckle, here's a place where it works. It's already been in place. It's here. We're going to use it to our advantage with screening. That bush honeysuckle just lost its leaves here in the last month or so down here in Kentucky. So it's going to give him the ultimate screening. Even if he decides to leave in the afternoon or come in the afternoon hunt, he's going to be totally concealed the entire time. As long as he plays the wind right, his movement is going to be totally concealed the entire time, which is critically important, especially on a property like this, coming from the outside in. You guys, you can ruin a property if you're not accessing it right, playing the winds right, and all of that. You have to look at your property. If you're thinking of a stand location first, then how do I get there? If you cannot get there, is it worth being there? More often than not, I see cases where it's not worth being there because you're disrupting deer patterns too much. They're going to be on to you. Here, there's no chance of that hunter ever being detected as long as he plays the wind right. His movements are totally concealed. As long as he keeps the stick and the sticks and the other debris off of his access trail, total concealment coming in and out of here. Those are the things you got to look for when it comes to your tower blinds, even your tree stand locations. This isn't just about tower stands, it's about tree stand locations as well. But for this tower blind, it's going to work perfectly, especially when he screens that in with miscanthus grass around it. There's other things he can do, but I think miscanthus is going to be the ticket here, especially this first year going in. Yes, miscanthus is a long-term investment. I get that. There's other things that you can do as well, but miscanthus is the tool that's going to work here to help conceal our hunter, and it's going to be a great spot come fall into late season next year. Guys, I hope you found this helpful and educational. Give this video a like and a share. If you haven't already, again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. Helps us out a lot. Hit that bell notification. That way when I upload my next videos, you get that notification right away. Thanks, guys. God bless you all. Keep living the dream. Thanks for joining me.